What's up fellas, it's GoGCS, and this is what your gloves say about you. Hydra gloves rattler, nightmare fuel. If I see these being used by my teammates, I'm instantly thinking it's gonna be a long strung out match. A guy using these is either a massive troll or a pure budget enthusiast. Hopefully you luck out and the enemy team is just as mid. Hydra glove mangrove. I feel the same way about these gloves as the previous, but just know to me these look even worse. Literally F tier type appeal. Driver gloves, racing green. Dare I say the signature gloves of your favorite silver 1 nuke player. Typically the wear value of these gloves will coincide with the skill of the player, so if you see battle scarred, I'm gonna pray for you. But if you see minimal wear, you might just be okay. Hydra gloves emerald. Green budget players love this glove for their T-side, and it's decently warranted for that. That being said, don't expect any power plays from this guy. He's probably a one-trick pony, either SSG on eco and op when possible type player, or SMG on full buy type player. Don't ever try to convince him to buy anything else, he just won't listen. Moto gloves transport. Yellow and white is a color combo you're not going to see that often in CS2, so seeing these means it was a very deliberate choice. The players using these make an active choice to be different, so just understand they will also be super specific with their plays, and expect you to go right along. Please open your ears and prepare for the calls, my son. Moto gloves third company commando. Budget classic for those constantly browsing the cheapest gloves, but don't let the low price fool you. A player using these can somehow tap into the highest highs, but also the lowest lows. He'll win a 1v3 no pressure, but will also aid in the fumble of a 4v2. It's kinda crazy. Hand wraps desert shamagh. These are the gloves you find on the guy who plays the same angle every round and still gets mad when the enemy starts to understand his habits. He'll most likely be stuck on tilt, so either mute or prepare to talk a lot to get him to continue trying. Arboreal. JRTC type hand wraps, part of the reserves type hand wraps. I did 3 tours in Nam type hand wraps. Your favorite service member or biggest LARPer uses these hand wraps, so send them this video so they understand most of us already know exactly who they are. Giraffe. Insert the Patrick clip with the giraffe. Can't do that? Okay, we'll settle for the GIF or screenshot. If you're using this, I assume this is part of your pimp cosplay, or you're doing the let AI make my loadout challenge, cause why the hell would you willingly do this to yourself without something to gain? Buckshot. On your next trip to the range or to the woods or to hunt, let me know, buddy. I might not know my way around a forest, but I know my way around some skins. It's either cash out on skins or cash out on ammo for the guy who enjoys these gloves. Duct tape. You view being a hobo as a challenge, not a fate to fear. You see the others using bright colorful skins and you say, screw that man, give me some tape and a flip knife and I'll feel like $1,000,000. Watch out for the guy who uses these gloves, he fears nothing. Constrictor. Snake skin on your fists look good if you ask me. And for those of you who agree, I bet you also play similar to serpents, sneaking around the map waiting for the perfect time to strike. Suffocate the enemy, make them keep second guessing themselves. Broken fang needlepoint. Red on red and some rose gold swag. Needlepoint enjoyers know that there are better red gloves out there, but they don't care. You can catch them rushing solo or splitting away from the team just to get alert going. They do their own thing and they want to make an impact. Broken fang yellow banded. Wiz Khalifa in 2011 would have loved these gloves, and silent killers in the lobby also enjoy these. You may not get raw comms, but you will get pings. He's gonna spray, and you gotta rotate to save him from the rush. Reese's Puffs cereal type gloves. I'd say don't expect much from the player using these gloves, but I had a guy drop a mean 30 bomb using these, and I decided I'll at least give that some credit. There's a rare chance these gloves mean a free win if he's your ally. Queen Jaguar. The signature glove of a redditor. You flex that you're different even though you purposely actively chose one of the strangest pair of gloves, and you over rotate and peek what you shouldn't be peeking. It's not your teammates, man, it's definitely you. Unhinged. I feel like people who collect silver coins would love these gloves, but I digress. At minimum, you could assume that anyone using these put a lot of thought into their silver, black, or white inventory. So hopefully they also think hard a lot about the gameplay of CS2. Lock in. Pow. Orange enjoyers stand up and then sit back down. Sit down because one of you guys were in my overpass match and would not for the life of you save so you have a real buy round. What's wrong with y'all, man? Don't you want money to have an actual rifle? Being stuck using the Nova can't be that fun. Case hardened. A Goji CS classic. This was one of my first gloves. That being said, if you have them, I assume you were just like me and either became a huge fan of case hardened skins and needed these, or just wanted some gloves with some blue and well, this fit the criteria. Now hopefully you play better than I did back in the day. Hopefully you're not using a trackpad. Turtle. A step up above the racing green gloves, you get a more saturated green with this one, so it's safe to say you actually might like green. But also, just like the famed turtle, you play slow, so you make a great anchor with your great low DPI. Perfect for not overcorrecting and missing your targets. Rezan the red. Either you sold these for hella money or you're currently holding the bag. Or better yet, maybe you just got lucky and opened these. I can count on your lucky self to catch a very weird timing that will lead to accusations from our opponents, and I'm gonna lean into it, just to make them more tilted. Finish line. Turn off the F1 stream, turn off the NASCAR sir, turn off the motorsports. We are playing Counter-Strike right now. Please lock in, buddy. Don't let our opponents run laps around us. Bronzed. More bronze and silver, looking like a pawn shop. Maybe you're Rick Harrison and you saw this as an investment. Too bad you're a little too late. A little late on your rotate, that is. So next time you see bomb at B on the mini map, you haul your ass and rotate. Snakebite. These are like the graduated version of the hydra gloves, rattlers. Would I use it? No. But those who do should not be trusted. They might just bait you to guarantee they won't be at the bottom of the leaderboard. Convoy, holy pump, and holy dump. You don't see these that often. And the reason is because if you're going to spend all that money, you might as well get something that's worthwhile. You know, something that you can flex. This is definitely something you can buy, but I don't know about if it's all worth it. If you see this, just assume it's either an investor or an army mechanic. Guerrilla. Harambe gloves, Africa militia gloves, liberate the homeland gloves. A certified rusher uses these gloves, so just get out the way, man. They'll either get their entry or lead the enemies astray. Jade. Best broken fang gloves in my opinion. The Jade goes crazy with hella skins and is definitely a goated pick. If you see this, it's most likely a fellow skins enthusiast. Just pray that he's kinda good. Overprint. You definitely own a frontside Misty, or at least now you know you should buy one. You also might enjoy EDM music. I don't know, just a weird hunch. Blood pressure. If you have these, you must not have trypophobia, or you just enjoy the carbon fiber on the knuckles. Now if you really have taste, go buy an AK Redline immediately to match. Smoke out. I used to think of these as stormtrooper gloves, but now all I can think about is killer whale type gloves. Also, you don't see these that often at all. Last time I seen these, it was on Nuke, and the guy who had these, he had them in battle scars. He kept disconnecting, so maybe just get a more stable internet connection? Mogul. Budget blue for your CT side. The fellow using these gloves probably barely gives any comms. He barely even put enough thought into buying these gloves. Most likely you're gonna need to refrag this guy, so you know, stay close and stay prepared. Lieutenant Commander. The signature glove of people who like more obscure skins. They might have a great looking combo to go with these, but don't get it twisted. The skills required to back up this skin selection is rarely met, but when it is, they execute with precision. Polygon. Blue gloves that are chonky. Once again, I don't know what it is with blue gloves, but they seem to be cursed with ending up in the inventories of your favorite average late rotators. Bronze morph. As a former owner of these, you have to have a very specific taste for these. Your average skin enjoyer would not get these, but a certified skin addict such as myself would find a way to make these work. You can trust the user of these skins to know skin knowledge, but I'm not quite sure about performing better than your average 8K. Sigaya. As OniPixel said, these are the Wi-Fi gloves. And if you have these, I might just assume you're using these to show the fact that you got lucky with the terminal. Or it was time for gloves and you wanted to get, you know, one of the newer pairs. Field Agent. I immediately assume that you have the Ava Agent skin to match these, or at least one of the FBI Agent skins. If you don't, I'd genuinely be surprised. Let me know if you have these and use them on your T side, like a weirdo. Eclipse. You never see these, and if you did, maybe you were mistaken. But if you own these, I assume you're going to be doing some black and yellow vibes. Shout out the Steelers. Now hopefully you're just like them and have a solid defense. Crimson Web. One of the first certified OG gloves. If you had these in CSGO, I know you're hella mad about how they butchered such a nice looking pair of gloves. To me, it still has aura, and I'll trust you if you force buy. Just don't let all that aura go to your head. Spruce ddpat. I hate these, and if I see you using them, I think you're the type of guy who flexes his Christmas tree and no one cared about it. You have such a weird taste, and these gloves are the junior mince enjoyer gloves. Extra for no reason, like a scout buy when you need the save. Boom. I feel like if you have these, you're definitely a ball knower, a ball connoisseur. Cause people don't just drop money and say, I need these moto gloves. This is a deliberate selection from a person who knows exactly what they want. So I believe it's safe to think that you'd play the same way. Calculated, very methodical. Black tie. Oreo gloves, black and white is a simple combo that goes together easy as hell. Just ask Michael Jackson. But when you're not flexing your monotone inventory, you're probably forgetting bomb and spawn or forgetting to buy armor. Tiger strike. Orange enjoyers rally at my side. This is my glove of choice, and if you also rock it, you have my allegiance. We are a rare breed, and it's on you to improve our in-game image. I'm a little mediocre at the moment, so I'm leaving this to you guys. Make me proud. Chocolate Chesterfield. Luxury couch looking gloves. I know you're easily tilted when someone body blocks you. Shoot, even a Miss Smoke will easily send you off the edge. Calm down, man. Plum quill. You're not real, you're not human, you must be a germ or some other form of lower life form. You must be a silver who has access to money, or a god who wants to play with ugly skins just to piss people off. Lunar weave. Pump and dump gloves, but blue. It's a dope pair of gloves, but those who use it are yet to be found by yours truly. I've yet to see these in a match, so I'll just assume if you have these, you mainly just trade in this game or maybe surf and chill with the homies. Caution. You are a Dexter fan perhaps. Do you enjoy true crime or do you just enjoy bright ass yellow? No matter what your answer is, I'm praying you also have a Galileo caution tape to match it. If I see these, I assume you're an eco hero, one of the best to see with only chest armor and a Tech 9. Nope. Diamondback. If you could select boots to wear in CS2, these gloves would go great with some cowboy boots. Those who use these gloves are dirty fellas. They go for the nasty lurks on awkward ass timings that will leave your enemies swearing you have walls due to your coincidentally odd timing that paid off hugely. Marble fade. You probably have these gloves to match your fade knife, and hey, that's okay, Mr. Rainbow Hands and Knife. You pair this vibrant pairing with vibrant gameplay featuring many overpeaks and wide swings. Godspeed, sir. One day your counter stripes will be clean. Creme pinstripe. I feel bad hating on these because in my mind they're not really that bad, but the color scheme doesn't really allow any real fun combos. If you're rocking this, it must just be the flex that you have sports gloves and you chose the most odd one to be different from your average sports gloves user. Badlands. One of the better hand wraps. If you see these, this guy is a grinder. He doesn't need anything crazy. He just needs his favorite color orange and some camo to make it pop. He will insta headshot you, peek at your own risk. King snakes. White glove that's kinda creamy. King snakes are like that friend who has to show you up in everything you've done. You get a job that pays well, his job pays better. You get a brand new car, he gets a brand new car that's faster. These guys are always ahead, so don't be surprised when you instantly get sent back to spectating. Fade. These are the superior fade gloves. They're clean, they're nice, and if you ask me, it's a clear pick for someone who's serious about how they look in game and tells me I care, I want to play like a pro, and I want to look like one too. It's expensive, but not overbearing. Forest ddpat. JRTC homies, I know you're geeked to have these for your still in service loadout. I salute our soldiers, but I need you to focus and lock in. Stop giving out IRL comms. I'm not gonna react to "he's on my 6." Just say he's behind you, Kevin. Dragon fists. All the lizard creature fans stand up. These are for you. And I assume if you have them, maybe you like Game of Thrones or Lord of the Rings, something with a dragon in it. Also, probably safe to say you have red play skins. The only thing left to question is, how good is your utility? Big game. More orange, more win if you ask me. If I see these, I might think you work at Bass Pro Shop selling tents to families who are out in the woods for the weekend. When you're not on the clock, you're in the game unloading a M4 in the T's who are rushing down banana. Godspeed, sir. Hand sweaters. Mr. Rogers and Steve from Blue's Clues type gloves. I get it. You like your green, my man. That was obvious. But what they might not know is how your coffee is ready and you're still not aware of that. It's okay, you can grab it for sips in between rounds. Just get it before it gets cold. Chard. Your average fast food enjoyer. You don't like to wait for things. So smokes? Why bother? Flashes? Yeah, only the minimal effort ones. You send this guy in hoping he wins his entry and you forget about it. Imperial Plate. Lean enjoyers? Purple enjoyers who don't have 10 bands to spend on CS. I know you're either thinking of buying this or you already have it. When I see these, all I can think is you have an allegiance with the 3rd Street Saints and you can be trusted with holding the bomb. Certified planter and anchor type of guy. Omega. I'm running out of black and yellow jokes, so here's Barry B. Benson. When I see Omegas, it gives me a throwback feel. I just remember seeing these gloves a lot back when I used to just consume a lot of CSGO content on YouTube, like a fiend. In game, you can expect these players to be deadly on pistol rounds. Don't underestimate them on saves either. They're sneaky. Blaze. Ugly. They just look burnt and the baby blue looks bad. If you wear these, I'm gonna be real with you, dog. You definitely eat burnt hot dogs straight off the grill, or even worse, straight out of the boiling water. You gotta do better, man. Red Racer. Lightning McQueen and Speed Racer had a child, and he's wearing these gloves. God, that was an awful thing to say, but I'm running out of shit to say, audience. So I must describe the people who use these as Danica Patrick. You want to fit in with the slingshot gloves users of the world, but you just can't, man. Get better gloves and get into an aim map, Mr. Always aiming at the legs. Brocade flowers. One of my favorite new gloves. These are crazy. If I see these in game, I would probably think you also have a great taste in skins, but also maybe easily swayed into an op duel down mid. Peek me, bro. Wave chaser. Inheritance users, you can sit down. I won't slander your gloves, but I will say, damn man, you gotta work on those sprays, or just start tap firing more. Good luck, my white AK and glove enjoyer. Big swell. If you own these, somewhere in your living environment you have a poster or item that also contains this wave pattern. It's as shrimple as that. As a fellow East Asian art enjoyer, I understand the appeal. Now be like a wave, dear viewer, and let your next B rush push and flow. Scarlet Shamagh. Some more red for my blood members out there. These gloves scream entry fragger. You want to be seen as a blur as you swing your opponents, hitting a mean insta one tap on the poor sap who thought holding Jaguar on Ancient would be easy. Carry on, red enjoyer, carry on. Foundation. If you own these, I assume you have a great foundation of money. These gloves can be pricey for any finish above field tested. That being said, you're definitely the odd one out. You'll have your teammate and opponents confused with your glove selection. Hopefully, despite that, you'll also make them question how are they losing to you. Frosty. Icy gloves for my ice cold teammates who will be going 4-10 against the easiest opponents. You have to be better than them, viewer. If you have these, please prove me wrong and carry your teammates to the promised land. Till then, these cold gloves will match your cold dead body. Sunburst. Do 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 do. Max Verstappen. These gloves come with an honorary Red Bull sponsorship. That being said, I hope you're wide awake and ready for these crackheads on Face It who want to murder us. Lock in, Simon. Cool mint. More moto gloves that will make you break the bank for factory new. People using these gloves move slowly. They take their time and have low DPIs. Your average sight anchor if you may. You gotta let them cook. Cobalt skulls. Crypt members, these are your gloves. And the skulls are a nice extra touch, but I will say heed my warning. This is a potential unk glove pick. The users using these gloves may be able to lock down a choke point on the map to the fullest extent and make you contemplate, why do you even try to fight him? Brocade crane. Hot take incoming, but these are the best red gloves in the game. The blood red of these gloves will hopefully match the blood splatter you'll leave all around the map as you execute your opposition. Players with these should not be underestimated. They have an image to keep up. Crimson Weave. Another pump and dump glove, but this one comes in red. Dear viewer, if you own these, let me know please, cause I don't know anyone with these, nor have I encountered one out in the wild. How would you describe yourself using these gloves, buddy? Garden gloves. The garden gloves belong in the garden, picking out weeds. But instead, they're in CS2, tapping heads, bars. The people who use these gloves want to stand out, and they want to let you know that it might just be your grandma behind the monitor, catching hats, digging graves, and planting bombs. Slingshot. The owner of these gloves are probably a simple fan, or better yet, a certified red enjoyer. To me, this is an easy top 10 glove of all time. You see a fella with these, just know he's confident as hell. He'll swing an op with a deagle, zero hesitation. For some reason, these are worth more than the duct tape, but maybe it's because they understand you're going for a Joshua Graham cosplay. Fallout references aside, if I see you with these, I'm gonna think you're a certified piss in the bottle instead of getting up type of guy. Violet beadwork. Onipixel glazed these gloves. Me on the other hand, I will tell you that I do not find these Orbeez on the hands gloves that impressive. If these gloves are on your hands, I'd easily assume you probably have Legos, puzzles, models, or other crafting stuff that you have yet to finish. This glove screams, I love arts and crafts. Slaughter. Whenever I see these, I just imagine some bloody hands going crazy, just clearing out sites left and right, picking up 30 bombs on the usual. Fantasies aside, maybe you've seen the exact opposite. Do you think decorated killers use these gloves? Let me know. Black Book. Black and white and pattern based, yes, these are goated. And those who use these are probably also fans of fun rare patterns. I'm talking the kitty pattern 5/7, the schlong pattern huntsman, and of course the double ding-a-ling pattern that's possible on these gloves. Amphibious. Tweet A fans, today is your day. We're talking about your gloves. Blue must be your favorite color, but if not, maybe you just enjoy these gloves because they remind you to be like water. Shout out Bruce Lee. Now be like Bruce Lee and fight 4 guys all at once and come out on top. Snow leopard. The first white glove that stole the hearts of many, mine included. I've owned these gloves before, and honestly, if you have them, I know you want to show your swagger. Hopefully you have the skills to back it up, you know, be the complete package of aura. But if not, just know that you look like Cruella from 101 Dalmatians going negative on Nuke. Lime Polycam. Holy green overload son, this shit looks like the many shades of the Incredible Hulk got shoved into a pair of gloves. And if you're using them, I assume you were torn between hedge mazes or emerald webs. And then these appeared, something different that scratches that green itch. Godspeed, green man. Vice gloves. The original big money, big spender glove. They're still expensive and have aura behind them. These are generational. It's always a flex when I see these in anywhere above field tested. Listen, the guy using these may not be the best, I won't lie. I've seen hella people choke using vices, but hey, at least you look great as you blunder. Pillow punchers. If you enjoy whiteout skins, you'll love these gloves. If you want to look clean like a hotel room bed, then it has you covered. Not only are you an enjoyer of angelic bright white, but maybe you're also riding the simple CS2 hype train, since these are currently the gloves that he plays with. Arid. You either love these or hate these. I love these, but mainly because I enjoy tan colors that could potentially match with sandstorm skins. Yes, I'm weird, and if you think about it, you're weird too. Yeah, You, stop looking around, you heard me. But yeah, the people using these gloves definitely have a sandy taste, such as myself. Spearmint. Alexi B fans, stand up. If you can afford these and you're stuck in silver, I need you to reestablish your goals in the game and redirect more effort into improving your gameplay. Good luck, man. It gets easier the more you play. In case you didn't know. Cloud Chaser. More dragon stuff, more easy picks for sapphire knife owners. As you probably guessed, I haven't seen these in a match yet, since they seem to be one of the more rare gloves to pull. But that being said, if you have these, comment your knife combo and perhaps your favorite skin to go with these. Occult. If Nicolas Cage played CS, he'd own these gloves. The all-seeing Illuminati eye paired with the dual serpents are such a cool combo, I can't lie. I will say my homie The Drink recently pulled these, so I'd call these the gloves of lucky players. For context, I've opened up no golds ever, and my boy The Drink now has opened 3. Lucky guy. Emerald Web. Unks love web gloves. So yes, I'd consider myself Unk sorta. If I see these, I'm staying the hell out the way. You gotta be a dedicated player if you're using these. If not, well, consider me surprised. Nox. The O.J. Simpson classic, but this time they actually fit. You can't go wrong with the all black, and we all know that. Not to mention, it goes with everything, but most importantly, if you have a slate, graphite, or night knife. You need this. Now, move like a stealth agent. Use the black gloves to help hide in the shadows. Sneaky beaky style. Ultraviolet. We have vice gloves at home. It's Nerf or nothing. Barney the Dinosaur is sponsored by Brisk Gloves collab. So far I haven't faced off against these in my matches, but I have seen plenty of it when watching the pros, most notably Zaiwu, so I can't trash talk it too much. If the woo has it, you must respect it. Superconductor. The best blue sports gloves, hands down, no debate. Fight my homie David about it. If you have these, I know you don't give a crap about my plans for this round. You're gonna do exactly what you want to do no matter what. You're not concerned with what's going on. All that matters is that you get kills and you flex. Crimson kimonos. These gloves scream out, I have ball knowledge. You simply don't buy these gloves without consulting all the guides showing you the best patterns, and well, I don't blame you. The variety lends itself to so much creativity. Enjoy this glove, rich boy, and remember, switching to your secondary is faster than reloading. Pandora's box. Top 3 gloves. The lean man is calling, and just like his pints, he wants some expensive ass gloves to match. The details immaculate, the taste all-knowing. Only expect your face it tryhards with these. Or your super rich nepo baby people stuck playing casual cause they're too bad to play some competitive. Or even premier. Hedge maze. To me, these are the most beautiful green gloves there are. No way around it. You probably have the eco skins with these gloves. Shoot, maybe even a gamma Doppler to match. Jesus, I can't glaze it enough. I always wonder if I'll ever see these in game, and I'm pretty sure one day I will, and it will be on accident when a pro ends up in my 10k Premier game for some reason. What gloves do you use, dear viewer? Did I glaze your gloves? Do I hate your gloves? How were my presumptions? Let me know in the comments, guys, and thanks for sticking around with your boy. We're almost at 2,000 subs, and I'm super geeked about it. With that being said, guys, make sure to hype the video, share the video, drop a comment, do the dishes, fix your bed, leave a like, and be ready to join me in the next one. Adios.